You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show.
After a week off, we don't need music, it's fine. After a week off, and I sit in on Raw, and I sit on Main Event, now's a good time for the music. I feel like it's time for me to come home. Come to where I belong. You know, leave the South Beach known as Monday Night Raw, and come to my home. Come to where I grew up. Come to where I'm beloved.
Get on with it.
And that's SmackDown.
Okay, yay.
This is SmackDown AfterBuzz. I'm Christian Rosenberg. How's everybody doing tonight? We got our usual crew here. We got Miss Kaori Takee. How are you?
I'm very, very good. I'm so happy to be back with all you guys.
All right. And next to Miss Kaori is Mr. Romore.
She's very excited.
She is extremely excited. Yeah. So, you know how, back in the days, like before there was DVR, if there was a show that you missed, you just felt so lost a week later because you felt like you missed so much. Well, we were off for the 4th of July. So this is our first SmackDown in about 2 weeks. Hope everyone had a great 4th of July. And let me kind of
ask us about our 4th of July.
No, I just said hope everyone had a great one. It's already a week old.
Okay.
Rome, how was your 4th of July?
It was great.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Corey, how was yours?
It was good. How was yours?
Anyway.
No. Not going to ask you about yours.
Nothing much happened. Anyway, but anyway, as I was saying, so you miss a week and you feel like you're so far behind. Let me just kind of do a little recap. Besides your usual shows that we have, your usual Raws and SmackDowns and all that, in the last 2 weeks, Santino retires due to a neck injury. The Miz returned. Jericho returned. AJ returned and won a Divas title. Emma got fired. Emma got rehired. John Cena got booked to start a new Tina Fey Amy Poehler comedy. A free week of the WWE Network is back, and oddly enough, has a CM Punk WrestleMania special on it. WWE bonuses are much lower than usual, and to top it all off, SmackDown lost the predictions title.
Okay. That was good.
A lot of stuff happened here.
That was kind of good.
That was really good.
A lot of stuff happened.
Did you do your tongue twister to warm up on the way to do that?
Yeah, I redid my Anchorman tongue twisters before I went on the air. Out of all those crazy things, if you were to choose one that was the biggest one, like the biggest item over this time, what do you think it would be?
I'm very happy AJ came back.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm excited. I don't know if it's like the biggest one, but it's the most exciting.
Well, like the one that meant the most to you. In this case, you're thinking AJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell you said because you said it all so fast.
Let me slow it down.
Please don't do it again. I don't need you to do it. I'm just gonna agree with her and say AJ because you said so many things. I don't know. LeBron went home.
LeBron is home.
Yeah,
LeBron is also home.
Yeah, I'd say that's the biggest news.
But that wasn't on my list.
Should have been.
But
it was on everybody else's list.
No. I'm gonna kind of put Santino, just because I don't think that means we're not going to see him anymore. He'll still be around.
Yeah.
But you always feel bad when someone has to retire due to injury. Mm-hmm. And I think in the midst with all the budget cuts and he has his other injury and all the issues with Emma. I said this on, I think, Raw the other night, that he felt almost that like the writings on the wall that, he's going to be on that short list at this point in his career. So why not, leave as far as in-ring career on a high note and go off on his own. So, I commend him for that. And I'm looking forward to, just Santino, the personality, as we go on. Also, Cena getting booked in a legitimate movie is pretty big news, too. And he's going to be a villain in that movie.
How about Cesaro with an eye patch?
That happened for a day.
Yeah, just a day.
It was a day.
Worth it.
Yeah, he looked like Sagat for a day. We know.
I wasn't going to say that, but he just looked good. All right.
We were thinking of trying to do a drinking game for every time Kaori mentioned someone looked good today.
That would have been
and Cesaro wasn't even on the show tonight.
Yeah.
And we already are talking about him. He wasn't even in the list of the 2 weeks.
People probably miss seeing him today, so
Nah.
bring it up for them. Looking good.
I'm glad AJ's back.
I'm glad AJ's back too.
She looked good too.
Great.
And I'm glad we are back to talk about SmackDown.
Okay, let's
because
do
being
this.
hailed from Ottawa this week, and we start things off on this week's SmackDown with Rusev Crush. And Lana comes into the ring and just talking about how all the leaders in the U.S. and Canada are like the personification of all style, no substance. Puts over Putin again, talking about how great he is. I'm waiting for that one episode of Raw where they're going to have the Putin lookalike for just some type of segment, and he'll get probably something dumped on him or some stupid thing. Torito will gore him or something. And then all of a sudden out comes Roman Reigns. And now it's like, all right, here's a legit guy standing with Rusev. And Rome, you were the first to point out while we were watching. This, just a stare down, made Rusev look not good.
Not a good look.
No.
And the thing is, Roman Reigns isn't incredibly tall. He's 6'3".
About 6'3", maybe.
Yeah. So, but he made Rusev look like a midget. Like he was just like a little guy, just a little. He was so short compared to when he's standing in there with an A+ player or a future A+ player.
I mean,
it
I
made
wasn't-
a huge difference.
I wasn't that surprised. Rusev was a little compressed, you know?
Yeah, we know he's not a tall guy, but you want to believe he's about 6 feet tall, but that's obviously not the case when you see that. So it was almost, to give it an old throwback, the first time Sonny Liston and Ali stood in the ring together, and Ali stood there at all 6'2", and you could see that he was clearly taller than Sonny Liston, and this is the same type of thing. Reigns just towered over Rusev.
Yeah, and it was one of those where Reigns gets on the mic and Rusev, he goes like, Rusev, you're claiming, this is your ring. Well, this is my ring. And just looking at the two staring down, that's the time when like Rusev would go, oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, sir.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I thought it was mine. I'll go and find another one.
I'll go crush over there.
I will crush someone smaller and lower on the card. But now, and then Reigns mentions that he's gonna put Rusev on his Putin kissing ass. Man, them fighting words at 8:05 on Syfy on Friday night. Damn,
Wow.
he used ass.
Really got wow.
I am intimidated. And apparently so was Rusev because he left the ring.
Even Stone Cold Steve Austin was shocked at his language.
Stone Cold turned the TV off because he couldn't handle it
I
anymore.
can't take this.
He's like, no, what happened to my wholesome entertainment?
Rosie just stunned me right now.
I gave you a stunner just now?
Bruno Sammartino left the Hall of Fame. He said, I can't do it
No.
anymore.
Billy Graham is writing a blog about it as we speak.
Yeah.
So apparently this match is not happening now as we thought it was going to, but it's going to happen on our main event this evening. I'm sorry. This is the beginning of Smash. Oh, he screamed ass. Crowd goes nuts. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
My ears. My TV PG trained ears.
The funny thing was it did catch everybody's attention when we heard it.
I know.
Yeah, it
we
did.
started off like this.
Oh, Rusev said Putin and ass in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't kick off the action.
Right.
That doesn't kick off the action on SmackDown. What does kick off the action on SmackDown is our Divas champion, our new Divas champion, AJ Lee, one-on-one with Cameron, who still has the Funkadactyls music, even though Naomi uses that music, even though those two now are fighting, they somehow still have the same music.
Yeah.
And now Cameron is accompanied to the ring by lip gloss.
Are you gonna call Cameron Kaori?
I'm staring at you.
Yeah,
What?
He did. That almost just happened.
I'm looking at you. You tend to use lip gloss.
No.
You use lip gloss. Maybe not in this last couple minutes. I've seen you use lip gloss.
Okay, don't try to excuse yourself. Things happen.
You just mistaked her for a blind black girl.
Yes.
They're very similar.
So similar.
And, yeah.
He's like, call Cameron.
Special guest in the studio today. Former Funkadactyl. There it is.
There it is.
Shall I get up and dance?
Yes, that's actually a fantastic idea. On the table.
What is happening?
You set it up. I just hit it out of the park.
Damn it, I don't know what's gonna happen, but if she gets up there, I'm pulling out singles.
I'm trying to think, how much money do I have? Anywho.
Could use the money. Okay.
Yes. I need to save the money. AJ versus Cameron, and they announced on this that at Battleground, we're going to have the rubber match between AJ and Paige for the Divas title, which is something we all kind of expected. Now it's just really a matter of, is this just going to be kind of a shorter type match to continue the feud into SummerSlam, or we're going to get a real good full-length 15-minute Divas title match that these two can deliver in?
I think they're gonna stretch it to SummerSlam.
They better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think there's only gonna be one Divas situation going on. There's gonna be more than AJ and Paige. There might be Summer Ray. Well, I don't know about that now,
that's
but
that now. We'll get to that.
Naomi and Cameron.
We have Naomi and Cameron. We still have now the issues of the Bellas with Stephanie and her.
Yep.
Alicia's kind of turned into Stephanie's henchwoman.
Yep.
Now, if that happens, if the rumors are true, if it's really looking for Stephanie and Brie at SummerSlam, then they're going to push AJ and Paige a little bit off of the radar, just slightly.
Like, that might end up being like the pre-show match.
Yeah, which I would
I
hate.
don't want that to happen.
I don't either. But obviously a build-up and if that happens and Stephanie actually goes in the ring, that's going to be a big build-up.
That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
And
It's massive.
that's going to be one of the main events of SummerSlam, if that happens. Now, this match, Cameron's got props. She's got her lip gloss, and then she pulls out lipstick. Now, Corey, explain this to me, because I don't know much about makeup. Do girls use lip gloss and lipstick at the same time?
Sometimes I think that when you want a lot of color, you wear lipstick and then lip gloss. But if you just want to shine, then you just put lip gloss.
I don't know, because I was wondering why she suddenly had both and was using both at the same time. And then she tried to draw on AJ.
Yeah, I just remember her using the lipstick on AJ.
And then the lipstick exploded in the ring. It looked like someone must be bleeding. Look at the red stain on the ring. No, it's just a lipstick.
It was the first thing I thought when I saw her drop it. First, she drops the lip gloss and it stayed there, and I was looking for the referee to pick it up or kick it out of the way and something like that. He didn't, and then the lipstick came out. I'm thinking he's gonna kick that out of the way, or she's gonna pick it up. That didn't happen either, and then within 2 minutes, it's just all over the mat. So
yeah, and there's a Cameron in control for most of the match, and then all of a sudden AJ started hooking up. But like in her style, like she suddenly turned into like the crazy head tilting, hooking up.
It's crazy girl.
It's like, I'm sorry, are you trying to get are you trying to win this match? What?
Yeah.
And AJ, hits a roundhouse kick, and Cameron kicks out of it and rolls out of the ring, kind of going to get herself intentionally counted out. Then Naomi runs from behind, throws her back in the ring, and then a Shining Wizard by AJ. AJ gets the win, and Naomi applauds AJ and kind of continues her feud, got a little one-up on Cameron.
We have a lot of Divas matches coming up.
Yeah.
We do. We had 3 Diva segments tonight on SmackDown.
Yep.
That might be one too. I'm cool with 2 on a show, but they might, especially the fact that 2 of the 3 were with the same people.
Yeah.
That was probably the issue. That was probably the issue.
Again?
Yeah. Something from that grouping will be the pre-show. So we'll find out.
Yeah. Renee is backstage with Randy Orton, kind of asking, well, how did you feel when Kane said on Raw that he's starting to hate you? And Orton's just kind of brushing it off and like, whatever. It's not a big deal. We're going to work together. I'm going to win the title. Oh, I'm wrestling Jericho tonight. That was pretty much that whole promo.
Yeah.
Fandango versus Adam Rose again. For a long time, it was Fandango versus Santino over and over and over. Now, apparently, the only person Adam Rose wrestles is Fandango.
Yeah. Exclusively.
And every one of their matches is under a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even worth it, I guess you can say.
Now, Leila, obviously, with Fandango, and Summer Ray actually comes out with all the other Rosebuds who are not wearing nearly as many funny costumes as they've been.
I literally saw a guy in a suit with just a little masquerade mask. That was it.
But she's joining them and comes out to ringside with them. And shockingly, within the first 30 seconds of the match, Summer Ray runs around the ring and starts attacking Leila. Fandango tries to go out of the ring, tries to separate them, keeps trying to separate them. They keep getting at each other. Meanwhile, the referee is doing the right thing for once, because this has happened how many times? And the referee has not been counting him?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And and now he actually counts him, and Adam Rose wins by count out because Fandango didn't realize the ref was counting while he was trying to separate the girls. And then Fandango runs in the ring and gets hit by the party foul, and Adam Rose and Summer Ray celebrate.
Yep.
That's that.
Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah. I mean, no. Because, I mean, it was really more for Summer Ray and Leila, which we eventually see later with that strange twist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
And then the show started.
So maybe
Well,
that.
we got one more promo,
Yeah.
and then the show started.
Maybe that does mean now that Summer Ray and Leila are homies or dance buddies.
Well, we're going to find about that later on.
Yes, but maybe that means that Adam Rose and Fandango will stop fighting. Well, having matches.
Well,
for no reason.
but then, what are they going to do?
I know. I know.
I'll give you those thoughts.
I know.
When we get to our
You're like,
next match.
Yeah, when we get to the next match. But first, we have a backstage promo again. Renee Young, this time with Jericho. Jericho's talking about how much respect he has for Orton because he's wrestling Orton tonight, and how he's one of his greatest rivals, and he's such a great champion. But he's gonna, win the match tonight. And then talking about his match with Bray at Battleground. And then this part kind of annoyed me. If you watched the main event, Jericho cut a promo backstage with Renee and talked about how he's comparing Bray Wyatt to a spider. And what do I do with spiders? I squash them. I step on them. On SmackDown, you know what Bray is to me? He's a spider. What do I do to spiders? I squash them. I step on. He did like the same exact. And this is Jericho we're talking about. This is like one of the top promo guys ever.
Yeah.
And he does the same exact thing.
I don't know. Maybe they got him using the script writers as well. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that really threw me off. I'm watching it, and I'm just like, no. I talked about him saying this on Main Event this week, and now he's saying the same exact thing on SmackDown this week. Why?
Yeah. One of the greatest, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I just felt like phoning it in this week. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got nothing for this guy. Just say the same thing you said at the last show. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
But now, as you're saying, then the show starts because we're learning about a brand new team that could eventually contend with the Usos for those tag team titles, those prestigious titles. We need a team with chemistry. We need a team of men that just gel together so well, that are on the same page. And what better team than Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil?
You two have a better team. Yeah.
I'd be the role of Titus.
No, not really.
No?
No.
Oh. No.
Yeah. Plus, you and Heath are close in color. So
We are close in color.
Yeah, I would.
I think he's a little taller than me, though.
He's just a slight bit.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. You guys are around
Yeah,
the same
you're pretty
height.
tall.
Are we?
Yeah.
Rosie's a pretty tall guy.
I'm 6'1".
I think you guys are about the same height.
Taller than Rusev.
I mean, I am taller than Rusev. Rusev can still crush me.
You're taller than Rusev.
Aww.
Wow.
Okay, it's a stretch.
Yeah.
She's still close.
In heels, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so Titus used to be on a tag team with Darren Young. They broke him up, and then they did nothing, and now Darren Young's hurt.
Oh.
Heath Slater, they fired his tag team partners.
Oh.
Multiple.
Oh.
So they must have ideas for them, right? Oh, no? All right, well, let's just throw them together.
That's what happens on SmackDown. You throw things together and experiment.
Yeah.
This isn't college.
Titus.
Oh, is this one of these one-on-one moments? A heart-to-heart with Rome?
No, I don't have it this week. I'm just... The fact that they've already put him with Heath Slater just lets me further know that they don't plan on ever doing anything with him
No,
that we
don't
like.
say that.
No, they've let us know now. They're not playing anymore. They're just saying, look, this is what we're gonna do with him. He's gonna have this mediocre thing going, and we don't ever want him to become a power player. Even though he's one of the greatest outside of the ring representatives of the company, they don't want to do anything with him. I don't get it.
He just won some humanitarian award.
Yeah.
You would think they would use him on TV.
He should be on TV.
As like, legitimately, I mean, he is technically on TV, but maybe talking, maybe winning a match.
Doing something. I tell you,
Commentating?
he could do that.
He
was
can.
good.
Yeah.
He'd be the largest commentator in history.
Giant. But yeah, I've always wanted to see him do more.
We all do.
Yeah, we all liked the primetime players when they were around.
Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
But now
millions
we're
of
just,
dollars.
and I like Heath Slater too, but
Yeah.
just it's nothing.
There's another guy who's just completely lost in the fold now.
They've just given them that jobber category and let
Well,
him
at
go
least
with
he's
it.
made it to pass the cuts.
We think.
So
There might be more.
We don't know. Vince could be in the back.
I mean, we do have a battle royal at Battleground. Could it be a point where people get eliminated because they just get fired?
Just getting fired.
It's like, no, you're not getting more. No, just get out.
When you get
That would be
eliminated,
crazy.
we'll have your bags outside. You just go ahead and leave the arena at the same time.
That should be a stipulation. Everyone brings their bags out. The first 4 eliminated
Yeah.
are future.
they can even have like an elimination bus where they can all hop on the
Yeah, they
bus.
just go on the bus. Go
Oh,
off,
God.
Then do a show like Legends House on the network.
Oh, that's terrible. We're terrible.
One of them a chance to fight for his job back, shot at his job.
And you can vote on the app.
Yep, there you go. That's how you do it.
There you go.
But meanwhile, I really thought these two had a chance against the Usos. I mean,
Yeah.
Heath Slater is a former tag team champion.
Yep, sure is.
And former leader of a 3-man band. And Titus is Titus.
Yeah.
But-
Titus has a tight ass.
Take a drink.
It just happened. Yep.
Imaginary shot.
Shrink her down.
Slater took a nasty super kick when he jumped off the ropes to one of the Usos. You can't tell who's who anymore. And
I can tell.
how?
Because of Total Divas. I can tell now.
Okay, which one gave him the super kick?
That I don't remember.
Well,
but if you're talking about like after when they did their really interesting moment,
which we're going to get to in just a second.
So I will tell you then.
Okay, so super kick and then Usos splash. Usos get the win. Then Byron Saxton jumps in the ring. Talking about because we find out that there's going to be one more battle between Harper and Rowan and the Usos. And we've been talking about, okay, are they just going to have another match? Because it should just build it up into something else, like a good payoff. And we got it in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I think that's a great idea for them. And Saxton asked them about their thoughts on being in this 2 out of 3 falls match at Battleground. They mentioned that they've never been in a 2 out of 3 falls match before, but they feel it's going to go a little something like this. Now, Corey, which Uso was doing the commentary?
It was the one that's not married to Naomi.
Do you?
What?
That's Jay.
Yeah, him.
Now, how do you know that's Jay?
Because he has like a slightly thinner face.
Wow, it has
And then
nothing
Really?
to do with the paint on the left or
Really?
the right or
Yeah.
the half
Not the
sleeve.
pain, the tattoos,
Yeah, nothing.
the voice.
It has to do with the face.
Yeah. We women notice these little
What happens
intricate
if
details.
What happens if Jimmy loses 5 pounds? Then what?
No, you could still tell. Like I don't want to get into detail, but their noses are
I want the detail.
different, I don't think our viewers really want to know those details.
I think they do, because I think they're as confused as we are sometimes.
Well,
No details, fine. Anyway, we get
yeah.
we get a John Madden-esque
Yeah.
play-by-play.
No, it wasn't.
weird.
It wasn't John Madden.
I mean,
I know
well,
who it was.
it was like a Frank Caliendo doing John Madden.
Now, they were going for a Muhammad Ali style, Howard Cosell, down goes Frazier type of thing.
Yeah, but that didn't happen.
Really, yeah.
No.
That's not what occurred.
The crowd went mild during this.
That's not what occurred.
No, and yeah, because you got, if it was Jay doing the commentary, then you had Jimmy like convulsing into a seizure.
It
Like
was Jay. Just saying.
Okay,
Okay.
I want someone to tell us if like how they know.
I want them to come in the studio one day so we can just sit here and look at them.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah,
We need to
that'd be
stare.
great.
Actually, if we can get like a big close up of the two Usos on our screen here, and then Corey can break down who's who, that'd be awesome. If we're able to pull that off, that'd be amazing. Anyway, So they're doing all this thing in a big play-by-play. One Uso's going nuts. The other one's doing, and he's going to do a super kick and then jump up, big Samoan splash.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Down goes Wyatt. Down goes Wyatt. And again, why?
Make it stop.
Yeah, that's what we were kind of like. No.
It went way too long and made me really appreciate the guys who can really do that.
Who can entertain the crowd with their microphone skills.
Yeah. I mean, not saying that, they can't, because I like the Usos. It was just the Usos stepping. It's cool to step out of your box and to try something new, especially with your promos. But that wasn't it. Somebody should have told them, that's a little long. Do something different or anything.
But then, why was this done in the ring? Why couldn't they have done this backstage?
Yeah.
I mean, didn't make sense for it to be in the ring.
Because they put themselves at the risk of the crowd not being behind it. And
which you can visibly see.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the match, though. The match is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of flying.
A lot of flying, a lot of kicks.
Yeah.
From both sides.
Flying Uso.
That match could potentially go a half hour if they do a 2 out of 3 falls match right.
Yeah.
If they do it the right way, I think it's going to be 18.
Which is still great for a pay-per-view. The crowd was still. I mean, their match at Money in the Bank went about 15 to 20, and that was just one fall. And I mean, if that was a pay-per-view that did not involve Money in the Bank ladder matches, that match stole the show.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they can pull off at Battleground.
We'll see.
We will. Jericho starts heading to the ring, but all of a sudden the Wyatts pop up on the Titantron. Bray sings, "I got the whole world in his hands," and then blah, they go away.
You guys noted that his singing voice is improving.
It's getting a little better.
He's been doing a lot of karaoke or something,
Well, he's doing so much singing now on shows that he's probably working on a little bit. Maybe getting some lessons from Lillian. Who knows?
Think he's gonna show up on The Voice, your other AfterBuzz show?
That would be hilarious. Oh my God, it's on NBC.
Yeah.
That'd be great cross promotion.
Yeah.
Just have Bray Wyatt show up and for the chair rotated one, and he just sits and sings, and you just watch Blake and Adam and they were just like, what the hell is that?
Feeling that idea.
I almost want to turn around just to see what the hell this is, and then they turn around and he's not there.
Yeah.
It's just like that, and that's it.
Just the thing.
Oh my God, NBC, make this happen. That sounds really entertaining. And my co-host on The Voice will have no idea what's going on.
I was about to say, no one who watches The Voice will know what the hell just happened.
Yes.
Except for me. And that's all I want them to entertain.
Oh, man.
Now we get into Jericho versus Orton. I didn't really have many notes on this match, but that's not necessarily me putting down the match, because this was a great match between the two of them. Yeah. It's just this is your classic Jericho versus Orton match. Great back and forth. They know each other so well. They just really gel so easily. Two guys that have been around for so long. So, I mean, no complaints at all about this match. Really fun match. And Jericho hit the lion salt after countering an RKO. And then as he starts getting back up at his feet, all of a sudden we have the blah again. And Jericho looks confused. Like, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? And then turns around, and the split second he turned around, RKO right on the money.
Beautiful.
And Orton gets the win.
Beautiful RKO.
Yeah. Just excellent. Yeah. Outstanding, even.
He's done so many gorgeous RKOs, but something about tonight was textbook perfect. Just the timing of it was great.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know
between
if it's my top 5 RKOs, but
well, I mean, he's done quite a few RKOs in his day.
I would say I already know top 3 is easily.
Well, one of them's Evan Bourne.
Evan Bourne, yeah, that's 1 or 2 for me.
The CM Punk one at WrestleMania was up there too.
That would be another good one.
RVD took one a long time ago where he just did a headstand.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Which was disgusting.
He just landed. Oh, man.
One of the first ones he tried to do to Jericho when he tried to run off the ropes and he slipped and missed is not on that list.
No, that will not be there.
No.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he ran and did it again. Oh, live TV.
Gotta get it right.
That's the risk you take on live TV.
Yep.
All right, and now part 2 of Leila and Summer Ray.
We didn't see them enough tonight, did we?
No, we needed a second in-ring segment.
Yeah,
and Fandango, special referee. So a rematch of Money in the Bank. And this match starts with both divas grabbing Fandango and kissing him. And then Leila tries to charge at Summer Ray, where then Fandango grabs her and puts her back in the corner, even though the bell's already rung. And so they should be allowed to fight now.
It's legal. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's acceptable.
It just didn't make sense for me.
Yeah.
This whole entire thing.
Summer Ray then tries to go after Leila, in which then Fandango catches her and puts her in another corner. So now he's separated the two, so this gives him time to gyrate.
And why is he doing that? It just makes no sense.
Because it's Fandango.
He can
But-
do that.
It just, the whole entire segment made no sense to me. He's in there to have them have a match, but then he's not letting them have a match. Then he dances, and these girls get mad at him for dancing, but I thought they liked his moves because that's why they like him, and then they start beating him up together. It makes no sense.
Yep, I agree with you.
Sorry, just didn't make sense.
This would have made sense if something like this happened at Money in the Bank, where after the match ended, all of a sudden Fandango was left alone. Like they both had it with him. But since they continued it for a couple weeks, and we had Summer Ray make out with Ziggler, and we had Summer Ray kind of do a stare down with Fandango while kissing Leila, they were just egging it on more and more. And then they threw this, which made zero sense.
And then the end was they're dancing together.
Well, Summer Ray let out her hand for Leila to grab for them to dance
Well,
together.
it was like a dance off at first.
It started to dance off.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Leila is a former Miami Heat dancer, and they might need her to bring some attendance in their arena for next season now since LeBron's gone. There's our third like reference of that today. And we'll have at least 4 more.
It's not like the rest of the world is referencing that.
No, it's not like LeBron going to Cleveland isn't big news. But then all of a sudden, Summer Ray hands out her hand to Leila. Crowd is going nuts. Crowd's like, we're going to have a make out.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to, oh, this is going to be great. Oh, they're doing the yes. And then they grab hands and they start ballroom dancing together. And then the crowd stopped yesing.
Not even ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, and then they did it like, well, they started ballroom dancing and then they were just doing like hip bumps.
Couple
And
spins, and then a
shimmies
couple of
and-
dips and shimmies and hip bumps, and yeah, and then it was just like, okay, that was interesting.
This was hands down the most ridiculous match of the night. Huh. That was interesting.
That was what the
I
crowd
didn't
was.
even know that was on purpose.
Well, no, that was what the crowd was doing when Summer Ray and Leila did
Yeah,
not make
when
out.
They didn't make out.
Yeah.
They said, okay, whatever.
Yeah, see, there.
There it is.
Alrighty then.
We got a few second delay. That's all right.
Gotta get on the game, man.
But yeah, so now this question, because like, if they did this after Money in the Bank, it would have gave Fandango some time to push him for that battle royal. Like they could have elevated him into something new.
Yeah.
Now we're 10 days away from the pay-per-view, and Fandango's got nothing.
Yeah.
Summer's got nothing. Is she a face or a heel? We still don't know.
Still don't know. We know she's dancing with Leila.
Now nothing's with Leila now.
Yeah. And she
What
just got back on
happened?
television.
Well, hoppa.
What happened?
It's one of those WWE situations where it's like, we're just gonna, yeah, it's a storyline, and we're just gonna end it at some weird
Yeah, I
spot.
just don't like the way they ended it. It was
Yeah.
fun, and it just fizzled in the most awkward way today.
We'll figure it out.
Fandango's got to get a new girl and fast. Doesn't even have to be a dance partner. Just could be like a groupie.
How about him and Adam Rose become tag team members? I'm just kidding. No.
That would make
And then-
well. That make as much sense as Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil.
There you go.
Then they can all face each other.
Oh my God, that'd be a epic encounter.
Yeah.
That's a WrestleMania match right there.
Ridiculous.
And somewhere Sandow will cry.
And somewhere Sandow was like, "Why can't I get pushed right?"
It's funny because on the WWE.com it has the many faces of Sandown. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, poor dude.
I don't know why they won't let that dude do more.
At least he's on TV. It wasn't on
Yes.
tonight, but at
Yes.
least he's on TV
Still
again.
there.
Yes.
Thankfully.
Thankfully. Then we get some fun. We have Curtis Axel going one-on-one with Goldust. As soon as they come out, the first thing you hear is JBL say, "Here come the weirdos."
Yep.
Greatest part of the night.
That's accurate.
The match starts. It's just, kind of your basic Goldust Axel match, which, is fine.
Screw that.
Stardust hops on the barricade past the hard cam. So his back is turned to the hard cam.
He stole the show.
And he's just like standing there and just pointing to people. And like, it was like, what is he doing?
I wasn't even looking at the match.
That's the thing. We're all just watching him. It was hysterical. We have no idea what he... Stardust is doing Goldust better than Goldust did Goldust.
It's kind of sad. I loved everything about it today.
And then he hops on the announce table in like your Maxim magazine type pose.
That pose.
That pose. Then grabs JBL's hat.
Yeah.
Ryback is confused, granted that doesn't take much, but Ryback's confused. Axel appears confused, and all of a sudden, Michael Cole talks about how Axel is doing a great job against Goldust, and as he's in mid-sentence, Goldust hits his finisher.
Yeah.
He hits the final cut on him. As Cole's saying, Axel's doing a great job, and then he gets pinned.
I was watching Stardust with JBL's hat.
Yeah.
That was all I was watching.
And then after the match, Ryback ran in, started attacking Goldust. Stardust ran in. Instead of attacking him, blew dust
I know.
into Ryback's face.
Oh,
Ryback can't see, charges at Stardust, grabs the rope, he falls over the top rope. And again, I don't know what they're doing with it, but I'm thoroughly entertained by it.
I have no idea, but I loved it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things that's so ridiculous, but you can't turn away.
It's one of those things, and it's also one of those things where you cannot figure out where they're going with it, but you want it to continue.
Yeah. It's just like, keep doing that thing right there, just whatever it is. Keep standing on the barricade.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it made no sense, but I loved it.
And then the back and forth with him and Goldust at the end, when Goldust did the thing to him, and then
Oh wow, that was
there
pretty
it
good
is.
in there.
And
I love his music too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Goldust remix.
It's dope.
It's kind of like a hip hop feel to Goldust music.
I've always said Cody. I've been saying it week after week. Cody is so talented. I wish he had his own thing, but
Yeah,
damn
I wish he
do
had his
this.
own
I don't.
thing.
This is hilarious.
Is it weird that I feel like a rapper like Twista would rap over this? Like a super fast rapper?
Oh yeah.
What the?
Don't make me rap. Don't make me stomp this yard. Do not make me stomp this yard.
Stomp this yard.
Stomp this yard.
Did you?
Yes, I said it. Yes, I did.
So in our next match.
Yep. I almost want the music to continue though, because I like it. Bo Dallas, the last week or so, he not only does he believe, but he believes in just burying the Matadors, which I think we're all in agreement on.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and put down my application for the Bo Dallas fan club now. Because he's...
Welcome!
Yeah, he's...
You're a believer now.
No, I'm not that. I'm just happy that he's destroying the one gimmick that I hate the most in WWE. Yeah.
Well, the gimmick, it hurts enough when one of them is hurt and they're still coming out doing the same exact thing
right.
when a third of them is gone.
Yeah. You know, the fact that he's already funny in that same Stardust type of way, and then if you throw him in there against El Torito and Diego, I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so he beat Diego 101. He beat Torito 101. A lot of times in this situation, it's, you don't normally have these two guys taking on, it's one thing a handicap match against a heel, but that heel is usually a monster. Mm-hmm. It's a Rusev. It's a Ryback. Mm-hmm. It's not a regular-sized guy like Bo Dallas.
It's not Bo Dallas.
And then still, Bo Dallas dominates this match. And he's like, this might be a handicap match, but I find myself handy-capable. Because my partner in this match is all of you. You're my tag team partners.
You wrote this down.
All of my
You're
believers.
like completely Peter Griffin out right now.
Yeah. Even with the lean. Yeah.
I know.
Roadhouse. Bo hit the Bo Dog in like a minute. Torito never got in the match. And Bo Dallas pins Diego. Then he just grabs Torito and launches him into the ring, but then has this moment of like, oh, what have I done? I committed a sin. Like, that was pretty much what he was like. Oh my God, I was mean. And he tries to check on him. Oh, is he hurt? Oh, you poor guy. And then he Bo Dogs Torito by only going off the second rope, not the top.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's impressive for him to hit a Bo Dog on Torito because he's a lot shorter. So that's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And
just happy they had him do something super heelish.
yeah.
Finally, just, oh yeah, we forgot he's a bad guy. Yeah, let him do his thing.
And he is now 14 and Bo.
I forgot completely.
14 and Bo.
What's gonna happen when that bow disappears?
Who says it's going to disappear? If you
That
believe, it
streak
will
goes
never go
away.
away. If you believe, it will go forever.
Who's gonna have the longer? Well, never mind. I guess that answer was given tonight. I was about to say longer winning streak between him or Rusev.
And that's what we're getting to next because technically,
Yeah.
Rusev now does have a blemish on his record. Although he was not pinned, he was disqualified. Reigns versus Rusev in our main event. Rusev, this was his first match that I remember that had a commercial break in it. This was by far his longest match.
Yeah.
One-on-one match, at least. And he looked really good. I thought him and Reigns, two young guys, I thought they delivered very well in this match. And again, you got the two powerhouses. As Reigns comes back, hits the Superman punch, gearing up for the spear. Everyone's thinking, is this going to be the moment that Rusev gets crushed? But then Orton shows up, causes a DQ. But Reigns turns around, hits a Superman punch onto Orton, and then turns into that huge, devastating kick by Rusev.
Yep.
And then that normally leads to the accolade. And Lana's like, Rusev, let's go.
Get him out of there.
And they leave a knocked out Reigns for Randy Orton. He hops in the ring, delivers an RKO, and that is how SmackDown goes off the air.
Boy, bye.
Oh boy. Match of the night. What you got?
Stardust. What are you talking about?
All right.
What was
Kaori?
him?
Orton Jericho.
Orton Jericho.
Or that was the best match, yeah. But Stardust stole the whole damn show for me.
He's right. It was Stardust. Although I think we can give a good runner-up position to. Now, who am I kidding? There's nothing that can compare.
Hold up, let me look.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No, I got nothing.
I got nothing.
You guys are starstruck by Stardust.
We are starstruck by
Cute. I
by
hope you guys
Stardust.
come and paint next week.
Why?
Why not?
Why would we come and what? That meant why?
Snicker. Gold and black paint.
Why would we wear...
There you go.
I understand that we like him. Why does that mean? I'd like Bo Dallas too.
Yeah.
I would like it.
I'm not gonna be drenched in water when I come
Because
here.
it's eccentric. How we all do it.
Did you
Gold-
notice
gold-
her finger?
Gold and black, just like AfterBuzz. We'll match the AfterBuzz logo.
But what about my show on Black Hollywood Live that I'll do right after?
Then you'd be majorly eccentric. People will remember you.
I do a political show.
They'll remember the name. They'll remember the name of
There you go.
Ron Moore.
Don't ever do that again.
Do what? Do
Can we?
Memed.
I need an Instagram that.
Memed. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been doing that for 20 years now.
He's been practicing that in the mirror, like
Yeah, he has. Did you see?
waiting
You
for this
tell.
moment.
Been waiting so long for that opportunity.
Stop and made circles at his nipples. Look at him. He's going in, boy.
Gotta love it.
Somebody's gonna meme you on that one.
I welcome it.
We know exactly
I welcome it
who's
with
gonna
open arms. And that's how SmackDown generally ends for us. Let's give them a homework assignment this week, a YouTube question.
Nah, you're kind of late. Why aren't we
I
supposed
know.
to do this in prep?
Yeah, I know. We forgot. We forgot. You know what?
question?
Or let's have fun. Ask any question that you want us to possibly answer on the air, whether it has to do like any question about any of us, whether it's wrestling related or anything. Just a fun like
Oh,
Q&A
That's a
thing.
really bad idea.
Keep it PG rated.
That's
Or
a
not.
really bad.
You don't like that idea? You don't like that idea? You don't want fans to send you questions?
No, just go ahead and ask us a question.
Yeah, let's see what's up.
Each one gets a question.
Yeah, I don't know. Why not?
Each one.
Yes.
Why not? Why not? What?
Damn questions.
Well, let's see what happens with it,
Yes.
and we'll take it from
pick-
there.
We'll try to pick the ones.
We'll pick
that,
favorites.
Yeah, the ones that.
And then we'll
have
answer them on the
best,
air.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because
I like
obviously
that.
we can't go through all of them. We'll be here all night.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Or we could, and just not talk about, the Leila Summer Ray match.
Yeah. Your choice.
We'll answer the questions during the breakdown of the worst match of next week's show.
Boom. That's going to happen next week. So send us those questions. And in the meantime, you can always just chat with us on Twitter. Kaori, how can people reach out to you?
You can find me on Twitter as well as Instagram at KAORILUS.
What just happened?
Rome is tickling me. KAORILUS.
You just scared the crap out of me.
On Twitter and Instagram. I'm sorry if I scared everybody, but Rome is tickling me.
Rome, when you compose yourself, how can people reach out to you?
Rome the Ruler on Twitter and Empire of Rome on Instagram.
Don't follow him.
That was hilarious.
That was pretty good.
Don't follow him.
Follow him solely for that reason.
That was great. She's like on guard now.
Yeah, she's afraid. She's just lucky I can't reach her from across the table.
Yeah.
And you can follow me on Twitter at CRosieVOC. Also, if you're in the Palm Desert area this Sunday, Rome and I are both going to be at Alpha Omega Wrestling, presents a call to arms, show for the military.
Rome won't be there.
Well, Rome's buddy, JJ Steele, is going to be
Your
there.
twin, your Uso.
Yeah.
His Uso. His Jay Uso.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he'll have a better commentary skill than
Gotta
whichever
brush
Uso that
up on
was.
First I have to figure out which one said it. Yeah, and then brush up on my Ali.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. And so hopefully if you're in the area, come out and see that. Otherwise, hit us up on Twitter. And for all your other AfterBuzz news, you can follow them on Twitter at AfterBuzzTV. Thanks so much for tuning in this week for Kaori Takee and Rome Moore. I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz.
Good time.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.